Hi, everybody, and welcome to our virtual Coffee with the Consultants. My name is Stephanie Essex.
I'm being Sandoval. Hi, everyone.
And we are social emotional consultants for the Starfish Academy at the Florida Center for Early Childhood. And today is something a little different. So I brought my carafe. So this is a French press that I used to make my coffee today in my mug. And I got to tell you, Yang, I love the French press, but it's a little bit frustrating to use. And I haven't used it in so long. I forgot how to do it. And so I ended up having to make it 3 times. And I felt extremely frustrated. And so it made me think today, since we're talking about frustration tolerance, how easy it is for us as adults to get frustrated and how often it's easy for us to also calm ourselves or find solutions to these frustrating problems, where with kids, they get frustrated and they still haven't really learned self-regulation that well. They're still learning, and so it's really hard for them to get the answers that they need or even ask for help. So I think that it's a really important topic, and I think it's important to teach kids frustration tolerance so that they can become more self-regulated. And I think that that can be, there's a lot of different ways to build frustration tolerance, and I know you had some thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think one of the main important things for me is to kind of just stand and kind of wait it out. Again, like maybe writing it out. When you see your child being frustrated, you want to kind of observe, and you don't want to really come to their rescue so soon, and kind of just be patient. And that's what I'm doing with Emma right now, my 10-month-old baby. She gets frustrated. She is so frustrated, but you know what? I'm kind of teaching her that, hey, it's okay to be frustrated, but as soon as if I see her, being really frustrated, then that's when I kind of step in and be like, hey, is this what you wanted? And so that's been working out really well for myself and my husband and my baby. So that's what we've been doing. I encourage her, and I talk about emotions with her all the time too, by saying, hey, I can tell you're sad. She doesn't know how to talk yet, but then I am bringing up about different emotions: sad, happy, excited, mad. And you too can even do the same thing, even if your child 4 or 5. And I know that we always talk about emotions, but it's always good to talk about emotions with your child.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember a time working with my sister and my niece, which I talk about them a lot because we're always trying things. And there was a lot of frustration with having to wait for things. She would always be screaming at her mom, or she would get really angry because she wanted it right now. And it was very frustrating for my sister, and it was frustrating for my niece. And so we talked about, one simple way to help with the waiting is, instead of just handing things right away or responding to the child right away, is that maybe we count to 10 and then say, okay, we're going to count to 10, and then you can have whatever the item is, and a lot of times for her it was like a snack. And so my sister would say 10, and then as time went on, she increased it to 20 seconds and then 30 seconds, trying to build up that tolerance for having to wait for things.
I love that.
Delayed gratification pretty much with certain things, and I think that really helped both of them. I think that something else that's kind of fun that you can do with kids to help build frustration tolerance is play games. A lot of games require rule following and taking turns, and even kids even have to lose at games sometimes, and they get really frustrated, but it's a good way to talk about frustration. I think some cool games, a couple that I like to use is Jenga is one, because you definitely have to wait and be careful. And then Candyland's always a good one, but there's tons of them out there. Another thing I recommend is modeling. For kids, if you're feeling frustrated, you can say, I feel frustrated, I'm going to take a break. And that is a good way to teach them, that's an option when you're feeling frustrated, is that we can walk away and have a break for a few minutes. So there's lots of cool things you can do. I don't know if you have anything else you want to share about that.
Yeah, a game that I found that I felt that it was definitely really helpful for building frustration tolerance is called Chutes and Ladders. Have you heard of that game, Stephanie?
Oh, I have. Yep, that's a game from my childhood.
Yeah, it's such a cute game, and right now I know on Amazon it's on sale for $12.99. And it's a fun game. It's very interactive, and it definitely teaches your children about tolerance and about again rating. So
Oh, I put up another little thing on the screen here, and it's something I actually got from Facebook, but it was a really cool thing that Andrea Nair put up, and it says, when your child is frustrated, empathize and problem solves with these few steps. And I just wanted to put it up here if you want to snap a picture of it. It's just really talking about, identifying that they're frustrated and like how they might be feeling about it, and then waiting, and then providing like problem solving or options, like what can we do to solve this problem. So I thought that was cute, and it's very simple, so I just wanted to share that with everybody.
awesome.
Yeah.
And so next week we're going to be talking about how you parents can learn about active listening, and we can even teach our children that too. So we enjoy talking with you all today, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
All right, bye everybody.